first day of school is just around the corner. Are you a brand new school bus driver? Would you like some tips from a retired school bus driver? Welcome to Miss Hood's Retired School Bus Life. What is it like to drive a school bus? What's it like when all of these seats are filled with children? You've got your back to them and you've got to drive down the road and get them to school on time and get them home on time. In my county where I drove, the first day of school is Wednesday. So if you're a new bus driver, I'm assuming that you've already swept your bus, cleaned the windows, the dashboard, filled it with fuel, and you're ready to go. Tip number 1, first day of school, get to know your students. On the first day of school, in the morning, it's pretty laid back. Anxiety levels are a little high. And I would always welcome every student on my bus with, good morning, welcome back, hope you had a great summer break. And the middle school kids, the high school kids, they just get on the bus. I kept my eyes on that mirror. Driving a school bus means I can see you in my mirror. I can see every child in my mirror. I was watching to see where the children sat. That will tell you a whole lot about them. The students that go to the back of the bus want to get as far away from the authority figure as they can. They really do believe that I cannot see in the mirror above my head. Oh, surely the front and maybe the middle, but a sign is up in the back of the bus, no adults allowed. Now that doesn't mean that they're all bad. It just means that some of them are more comfortable away from the bus driver than others. Some of them have a lot of private conversations they don't want anybody hearing. And some of them are up to mischief. That's who you're looking for. You're watching behavior. That afternoon, when those students get on the bus and you take them home, it is a whole nother story. Everybody has been cooped up in that school all day, sitting in seats, getting all these instructions, what kind of day it's going to be, what kind of class it's going to be, what the teacher expects. It's just really, really a tough day. And so the students get on the bus really excited to tell all their friends about what happened to them that day. This is when you're going to see who wants to push your buttons. First little thing that happens, you look look up in your mirror and say, "Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, ma'am. Can I help you with something?" And they'll look at you like, "What the heck?" And a lot of them have never had a bus driver talk to them before. So that's a big surprise. You always ask questions with a smile on your face. Now, the hardcore kids will answer back and say no, or you know, that attitude. And that's when you say, "What's your name?" In the next 2 weeks, you're going to work really hard to get to know every child's name. This is crucial to managing your bus.
Seat assignments.
If you have kids acting up in the back of the bus or middle of the bus or the front of the bus, if you have them acting up and you say, hey, you guys, you need to calm down back there. You need to calm down back there. Nobody's going to pay any attention to you because none of them think she means me. And the ones who I do mean are thinking, she didn't call my name. I don't know what she's talking about. That attitude. But it is amazing when you look in the back of the bus and there's stuff going on. You can say, "Flossie." When you get the names of the people who are the instigators, you can nip that stuff in the bud just like that. Flossie. That's high school and middle school. That's the way they operate. You're the best bus driver ever. The county that I drove in, they asked the parents to fill out this yellow form and sign it, saying that they had read the information. It's about the bus rules and just different kind of things. It wasn't very big. It wasn't that big of a deal. And then the student has to bring it back to me. So I start out the very first day of handing those yellow forms out.
Okay, everybody, you know what these are. We do this every year. You take these yellow sheets home, get them filled out, signed by your parents, and bring them back to me. And I need them back here by next Friday, or we're going to have problems.
And then on Monday I started asking for it again. And as those yellow sheets came in, I made a grid of who was getting on and off at what stop, and their first and last name, and their grade level.
Student list. Check.
On day 2, I would ask them, I tell my students, I want you, when you get on the bus, I want you to tell me what your name is, first and last. And when you get off the bus, I want you to tell me what your name is. So that's what they did. And at the end of 2 weeks, with much heart and them telling me their names, by the end of 2 weeks, I knew every student on my bus. Elementary students, they're a whole different ball game. They are excited to be going back to school. They're all full of energy. And the first day with kindergartners, just be ready to put on your camera face. In my 8 years of driving a school bus, there's no telling how many pictures I'm in because the students would board the bus and Mom would be snapping pictures, and then I have them turn around and look, and then Mom would take a nice picture of them.
Welcome.
The kindergartners had to sit in the seat closest to me.
Miss Hood, why did you put me in the front seat?
Kindergartners were in the first 2 or 3 seats, then the first graders, second graders, third, fourth, fifth. Fifth always got to sit in the back. That was their right because they were the senior members of the school. It took time for me to train them. They'd get in the back of the bus and I would tell them on the first day, after I picked them up and we got away from the school and I'm on my route, there's a pull-off place, I would pull over and stop the bus, turn it off, all you do, and I would get out of my seat and face them and talk to them. And I would tell them about the rules on the bus. The attention span of a kindergartner is only, I think, like 5 minutes, 4 or 5 minutes. So it's really, really tough. And one of the things that I like to do was sing to them.
Louie away. Oh, baby, you gotta sit in your seat. Yeah, 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 yeah.
The students that were the most active, that were the most involved, were always asking me to sing to them. Sing us the good morning song, Miss Hood. Sing us the bus rule song, Miss Hood.
It's a brand new day today, another day of school. Give your friends a great big smile and follow all the rules. Time to work and time to play, and when your day is through, I'll be here to take you home, 'cause that is what I do. I'll be here to take you home, 'cause that is what I do.
5th graders hated it. It was not cool. 4th graders didn't think it was cool because the 5th graders didn't think it was cool and they didn't, want to. The 3rd graders are on the fence. Sometimes you would catch them enjoying it and then they realize they're not supposed to and they'll quit. But most of the time, they enjoyed it. And the kindergartners and the 1st and 2nd graders sang with me.
Please keep your feet on the floor.
You're controlling their body behavior with music. And it always worked for me.
Back of the bus. All the kids want to sit here.
I am sure by this time you have your procedures down. You know the loading procedures, unloading procedures, railroad procedures. You know all of those procedures. And it is challenging the first 2 weeks of school for you to focus on those procedures, focus on the road, and keep those children in order. And the good thing about it is,
only 180 more to go. You want to know what my first day of school was like? I'm too tired to tell.
it is critical when you run a safe bus that you know the names of your students.
I just want you to listen. Do you hear that? It's quiet. My favorite time on the bus. Have a great day, everybody. It's just another day in Miss Hood's retired school bus life. Drive safe, everybody.